Alright, good evening heroes and heroines, and welcome to Practising Programming in C, the stream where we do whatever we want to do. Now, what is happening here with my webcam? It doesn't usually look quite like that, does it? I think usually I have it sort of... Oh, hang on a minute, it's not even the right aspect ratio either. Just bear with me a second. Resolution. I usually have the resolution like a wide mind you, hang on a second. A wide resolution would mean, well, I mean all that area down there is unused anyway. So let's just see what I can do. That's kind of wide. Well, I don't need a very high resolution because it's just a small window. 650. Unfortunately, I can't really do the aspect ratio maths fast enough here to actually know which would be the best ones to go for. Not quite sure what frame rate we're on. But I think if I go with that, and if I go with kind of that, I think I just oops. Blimey. Let me just throw this over to here. Make it small, make it that size. And then line this guy up with the bottom. Yeah, okay. So it's just got to be there, I think. Something like that. I think that should suffice. And then the mic is coming through fine. Is the music going to come through? The music is going to come through. Whether Qt browser comes through is another question entirely. But I'm sure we'll figure that one out in due course. Check the chat. There's no chat. Just checking out this output here. Actually, I like how there's a space at the end of the string. And I only just noticed that because, like, I've been doing the parsing stuff, the parsing of, well, not parsing, but I've been doing the converter using Insofar as parser. So I'm kind of tuned into looking at stuff, kind of having spaces in the wrong place, having colons in the wrong place, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, where we left off last week, we had something. Oh, I really need to get my web browser back over there, don't I? Is that what I'm? Yep, it's that. So, have I got my player open? Is out.html? No. Out.html. So this is the player as it was last week. Now, all I've done since, as it was on Tuesday, whatever it was, all I've done since then is get the new player.js file, which Asaf did this very evening. And he's got some fantastic stuff to do with the reference. No, the reference, yeah, ref nodes or the ref feature, which I'm going to be getting into the actual player in this stream. But at the moment we have this beautiful looking thing here, which is of course Asaf's work. It's Asaf's work and it's Insofar as work, with me kind of gluing it together. And if I just press the letter N now, that should just start the player going, and it does.
Today, we're
and the audio is coming through the laptop, so it's not coming through jack. Let's just see though if I can get that to come through the stream, because that might be quite nice to do. Although I suppose technically you can actually hear the output of the laptop through the mic. What's going on here though? I wonder if this is trying to connect to jack and it's failing. You know, because it's using a lot of RAM there, a lot of processing power there. Let's see. So yeah, I can't hear that now. That's interesting and unfortunate. Yeah, it's just not showing up. I wonder why it was showing up the other day then. And I'm starting to drop frames like nobody's business, so I better unfortunately close that. And this was just some nonsense I'm trying to figure out. Right, so now it's stopped dropping frames. Not sure how I managed to get Qt Browser to communicate with jack the other day, because it happened once. I realised that I could hear it through the headphones, and I knew that the headphones were going via the interface, via the audio interface, and that's using jack. And I saw that then there were readable clients in here, and one of them was, well, there were a couple actually that corresponded with Qt Browser, but I don't really know what the logic was there as to like why that turned up all of a sudden. But anyway, let's not necessarily bother with that for now. Let's try and get this stuff, get the new stuff in, I think. So yeah, let's also load up git log, git diff, I think is git diff. So here we go. The difference in, this is the difference in JS. That's the rest callback. So this is a file that I don't need to touch. There was a difference in risky player. Right, here we go. So this is the only difference I need to do. It's so amazing, like there's just nothing to it. Annotation markers I, timestamp, annotation markers, text. Create HTML marker. What's the difference there? Oh, it's text and then I at the end. And then instead of risky player equals new container, there's also console, right, console log. So that's not strictly necessary, I don't think. But it's function ref. Function ref is the other new thing. So yeah, that can't be all, can it? No, I definitely need to build the thing as well, don't I? Hang on a sec. Yeah, of course I need to build the references div, obviously. Not gonna last commit. I'm not, no. So let's change with heads and 2. So this is all of, that was all player.js up at the top. And then here we go. So this is the new stuff. The transition and box shadow. Skip player. So I believe this stuff I was going to put into, oh yeah, I was going to put this out into a CSS file, wasn't I? And then here we have the new stuff on ref changed, and there's the function on ref changed. So ref mapping 2, 2, 5, 10, 15, 16 and 18. Just get risky 12 open as well. So the refs are going to be, so there's 1, 2, 3, there's 6 refs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they correspond to the refs. So it's line, so there's the 0th one is on line, corresponds with annotation 2. The first corresponds with annotation 5 probably. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, yeah, okay. Class list add. So this is what I would build statically, isn't it? I would do this myself in my C file. I don't need to do this in, like, I don't need to write this stuff out to the HTML file. I don't think. I don't need to touch player.js because that's a separate file. So it's literally just this. But it's also like, as I was saying, like I can move the CSS out into the other file. So maybe I will maybe I'll start by moving the CSS out into a separate file. Should I do that? I mean, I suppose that's you don't have a title bar at all for your version. Ah, right. Yeah, gosh, of course I don't. That's a bit of an oversight. Div class title. That's what it should be. Right, interesting. So I come in. For each file, if it's well formed, then I come in, I read the template in, and I read the template. So the template is the first thing that I read in. Template contains this stuff. So it's basically the top, and then it's down to the body, right? Although this bit at the top, I'll do this in my C file, and then I'll do this at the bottom of my C file as well. But at least I know that I've got that on the back of my mind. So I'll do that, and then it's here, isn't it? I need to do the title at this point. So HTML body. Just double I'm pretty sure it did include the body, didn't it? Yeah, HTML head meta script style head style close head body open. That's interesting. So I'm missing this bit, aren't I? I believe. Style closes. Yeah, right. I think I'm missing this, aren't I? Or rather, I need to put this in place of head, I think. And then I think this should be the same as the risky demo. Oh, actually. Oh, and also, this is all going to be in the file, isn't it? If I go, yeah, this file over here. Body. Oh, it's not. GitHub self annotation player risky.html risky player, right? Oh, right, okay, that's interesting that it looks. I just end up with wait a second, where was that? So yeah, it's not at the bottom of the file, is it? It's on line 203. Style head interesting. So it's kind of like, it's almost as if this has been inserted. Because that's the same. Ref sort, this little block is the same. Then style closes, and then I just have a head, which is corresponding to this thing. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to just guess that Qt Browser is inserting this, I imagine, maybe. So maybe I don't need to bother with that. I'll take this back out. Keep it like that. And then I need title, episode name, ref container, references, yeah. Mouse capture, Charles Petzold. Right, yep. So, episode name. So if there are refs, then we can build this. The scrollbar stuff isn't a SAS, okay. Annotated container. Yeah, that's true. I haven't done the annotated container either. Interesting. So yeah, let's see. So the template after body, the body is going to continue down, and it's going to be the same until, oh, mind you, I was saying I was going to do it in my C file anyway, wasn't I? So I might as well do that. And I suppose to make a bit of a start on that, I might just do that with this as well. Right. So all this is doing is, it's inserting, well, hang on a minute, let me just, it's just inserting these 3 lines here, right. What's the best way of doing this, I wonder? I mean, I suppose I could just type it in, honestly. So, 4 spaces. And then a new line. And then head. Close the head. New line. Body open. New line. Dink, dink, dink. And I suppose technically I would want to indent this div, but that's something I'll do when I go back and clean this stuff up. So yeah, let's just double check that builds. Double check that this still produces something sane. Oh yeah. It does do. Okay, so that went well. That was a good start to the stream. So now that I've got that little bit at the end, it'd just be that, but we're not going to touch that just at the moment. I'm going to go back to the risky player. So after we've done the body, we want to write all of this. Well, it's just the episode name, isn't it? Div class title. And presumably this is supposed to end up going like the title. But let's just check. Div class title. Oh no, it's in the span. Right, okay. So it should be like the title. There, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so I want to be basically writing this much, and then I need to start computing stuff. Well, actually, no, I don't. I don't need to compute stuff at all. I just need to say, like, that for the title. And then I want to do an if there's references in the thing. Right. So just undo that, yeah. So take the title and the episode name. And we're putting this as the first thing in the body. Div class player container, let's just double check where that is. Episode name. Mouse capture. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, of course, this is, oh right, yeah. So I need to build all of this stuff before doing the player container. That's cool. So yeah, do the title and the episode name as the first thing in the body. Right. And then the player container should be another sprintf entirely afterwards. There's my span, and this is where the title goes. So it should end here, right? And the thing that I'm looking for, HTML, annotation index. Oh no, it's not that at all, it's the metadata. It's this, I believe. Right. And then this is going to happen later, in a later sprintf. Just put it down here for now. Just while I get this top bit working. Temp buffer, what's that for again? Temp buffer. Just have a quick look at what that is for. So that's for the time, right. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that right now, actually. I'm going to make time to seconds return an int. Right. I'm going to make it return this. So okay, I think that's all right. I haven't done anything stupid there, I don't think. I don't need to pass that, so I need to change that. And I also time in seconds. So when I'm sprintfing time in seconds here, data timestamp, right, I need to make that a D. And the time seconds I need to stop taking a buffer. Why is that car time in seconds still being done? And also, I don't need this at all. I can just do time in seconds on this thing. Sorry, yank all the way. Right. I can just do that, and that should give me the full thing. Although I can't do the print out there then. But I don't care. Well, I mean, I suppose I could do it here, couldn't I? Oops. Time code to seconds. What's the error down there? Is it just not enough of those? Right, okay. Now it's just this guy. So what is the problem here? HTML lib.h to see what I need. So the video metadata, and within the metadata, video metadata is title. What did I call it? Episode name. And I still got the printout because of this guy, and it looks the same. So I think I'm fine. I think I'm alright. Obviously I'm not actually producing the... Oh, I am producing the timecode. But I'm not producing the top of it. Did I get the title? Episode name, Ripple Carriadas, and Two's complement. I did. Now I need to change this to be an amp, like that, I believe. Yeah, this is all fine. Timecode, well, yeah, we need the timecode to be fine. But what we didn't know was the timestamp. Yeah, so the timestamp, this needs to be fine too. Yeah, right. So I need to, when I'm in the episode name, I mean, I'm going to have to do this all the time actually, aren't I? Like, I'm going to have to sanitize everything. So I wonder what the best way of doing that is. I mean, it kind of feels like I have to just do the check. I could just have to loop over everything. All of the text anyway, like the episode name, the text, and the ref, and just check for the HTML stuff. You know, like the episode name here, title. Basically, before sprintfing, I need to oh wow, actually, yeah, this is kind of interesting actually. Tell you what, well, while I'm thinking of that, because I've just like kind of realised that I need to do that. I'll just do kind of like some mundane sort of pagination stuff. You know, just so I've got got stuff kind of ticking over, hopefully. And then maybe I'll kind of hit up on the reasonable way of doing it. The first thing is the template. Let's go to the template. Let's just auto align all this lot. Oh, actually, should we do the... Let's do the changing of this bit first. So the template only contains HTML, CSS. So I need to sprintf this first, and then I need to write the template out. If it's well formed, then what I want to do is sprintf into the working location. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable way to go about this. Okay, that's time to go to sleep. Thank you very much. Have a good sleep and happy trails. Have a good thing in the morning, whatever you're up to. I hope it's a awesome success. So working dot location is equal to memory arena plus claimed memory. I'm kind of just copying out that stuff from down below. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could actually work out exactly how much that needs as well. Working size. And I want to sprintf into the working location. This. Actually, I suppose technically I could just do that, couldn't I? And then it's nicely lined up. Where was I going down to? Style, probably. Can I just do, like, for all of these lines, just insert one of those? No, I can't. Well, let's just do it as if I was telling you about. So it's norm, insert, that. Oh, that's interesting. Because I had selected all of those. Norm, insert, that. Not an insert. What? Because I'm pretty sure it's norm, algorithm required, yeah. Oops. Insert that. Oh, it's put them there. There we go. And then for all of these guys, I want to do. You're looking for norm. I wasn't. No, I was looking for the other side. Now I'm looking for that. End of the line. Append. A new line and one of those. That's what I'm on. What I wanted. Yeah. So sprintf all that stuff into the working location. And now that I've done that, template.pointer is equal to the template location. Template avoid size. That's interesting, actually. It's not template.size. So yeah, I need to really figure out exactly how many characters this is, unfortunately. Well, maybe not. Let's just see if that does it at all. And then I need to declaim the memory. Yeah, let's declaim the memory. Set the how do you do that? It's just claim memory, isn't it? Oh, it's set the working location is equal to a null, and then claimed memory is minus equals to the working size. Oh, right, yeah. Damn it. Forgot about these guys. Load the player. I think that's okay. Yeah. So that's probably because of this, isn't it? For that, take over the templates. Let's just say 12, just to see if it actually stops that from happening. Yeah. So it needs to be I mean, I thought that this was going to be null terminated though. You know, in which case you could do that. But you evidently can't. Yeah, it's not that even. Actually, I wonder if, because I have, this will give me, it should give me the wrong, it should give me the wrong amount of stuff, shouldn't it? Like, it should output a bunch of stuff that shouldn't be there. HTML head. Or maybe not. Okay. That's kind of interesting to me. I'm going to step into that. And I'm just going to see exactly what is going on there. I expect that this sprintf finishes with a null, but I mean it's got to do, I suppose. But I'm just interested because I'm looping up to the working size. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's xxd out.html. Load the player. Script. User define. So the bit that I'm concentrating on here is the bit up to style. Load the player. Style. Here we go. So we have style. And then we have a null here. The null is this guy. And then we have r/. Let me just see if that corresponds with what we see in the file. Well, let's put it over here, so style. So yeah, I mean, I would have expected to see a new line. Unless 08 is the new line. That probably is a new line, actually. Let's double check that. 0A in hex is the new line, yeah. Okay, so it's not writing more than it should. That was my worry there. So let's just kill that and open it over here. And then let's see about kind of prettifying this. I'm interested that it didn't put all the spaces before head. You know, it put the spaces before meta. You know, it put these in the right place. Not sure why it didn't put it here. HTML to HTML. And it's risky 12. Yeah, that's kind of interesting to me. So I shouldn't be too worried about it. Style. I mean, I would like it to kind of appear like this, really. And it does end up, well, script body HTML, yeah, these end up a bit weird. Head, body. I suppose, yeah, he's got style in lines. Time code. Could this bit be throwing it off, maybe? Yeah, that was what was throwing it off. So basically what I'm talking about here is like being super weird and making this format like this. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to manage that because this bit here isn't even working. Oh, was that a tab? That was a tab, I think. Naughty. How did that tab get in there? Okay, let's try building this again. It still doesn't like it. Okay, it's obviously not doing it, is it? HTML to HTML. Wonder why I'm not getting any output though. What is going on here? What is happening? HTML head meta car set. Load the player. So this is all the same. Style. Ripple carry adders. This is super unusual. I've saved that. I've built it. I've run this again. It just isn't inserting that R. check where I am. I am in that directory. What's going on here? So this is, right, this is the template. Right, so I need to save that. Oh, hang on, was that throwing it off, I wonder? Right, yeah, it was. Wow, thank God for that. So the problem here is that it's just simply... this is the amount of space that I've reserved for the working thing. Right. And I could now call this file style.css, couldn't I? Don't need template. So the file is going to be style.css. And then I need to make sure that I do the stuff. So here we go. Out pointer equals out location while template dot pointer is less than minus that. Well, that's less than the working size. Output this. So output in the template. Template. It shouldn't be template. It shouldn't be template. It should be working. That's what it should be. That's my problem. It is working. So what am I doing here? Template pointer. Right, gotcha. Crazy. Swear. Right, that's more like it. And that's what I'd expect. Now, because I'm leaping over too much stuff, I'm outputting all that garbage. That's more like what I would have expected. So now I'm wondering if I'm to do this, will this succeed or will it die? It does succeed. It does do what I want to do. Right. Whew. Thank goodness for that. So now we can continue and basically make this file. Well, what is it? Script. So the script should line. What should be happening here? Div closes. The script opens. Is script there? No, it's not. Head script. Style. So that's where my template needs to go. Head closes. Body opens. Div span. So there's all this stuff. So that seems to be nicely indented. Div script. So this should be indented like that. Script is indented once. Don't understand why. What am I missing? Head, body. body should be 4. This is where I betray my obsessive nature. So this div shouldn't be as far back as that, should it? Have I got one too many divs, I wonder? Is that the problem? One too many closing divs. That's possible. Unfortunately, I can't zip between the opening and closing tags because HTML doesn't quite work like that. I think that might be the problem. And that'll all line up like that. Yeah. So let's just write that and see if this site even loads now. So that's because I'm missing the template. Yeah, right. So let's get the template back in. Style. Working pointer. Closing style. So yeah, here I need a loop. Don't I? I need the template. Template, okay. Well, hang on a minute. Template location is there. F-red into the template location. So all we need to do at this point here is to say template pointer is equal to the template location. And then we need to say while template pointer, take away the template location, is less than the template size. We want to say the value at out.pointer plus plus is equal to the value at templates.pointer. So there's our style. It's unfortunate how it kind of fails to get coloured correctly. So this is being indented. Here we go again. The style is at 8. So how does Vim think this should be indented? Vim thinks it should be indented like that. And of course it's this that's thrown that bit off. So that's not correct. And as I was just guessing, it was going to be like this. Ah, it doesn't actually. Well, hang on a minute. Yeah, I mean this could fix it up. Okay. Blimey. So it looks like I'm making a right hash of this, doesn't it? Let's just quit. to have written that again. Oh, I'll tell you what, maybe this is throwing it off, actually. Could that be the case? I'm not sure if it could, actually. Because it's just not loading the video at all, by the looks of it. Source player.js. And I also wasn't going to do the template, was I? What I was going to do was, I was going to say style is equal to, it was going to source it, wasn't it? That's what I was going to do. Let's just do that as well, just to take a bit of a, take another variable out of the equation. We've got JavaScript, where's that? So this style thing here, right, that should be all of that, and that can write that out. And then instead of doing the template, we just don't do the template. Right. I'm not sure if that's actually how you do the style thing. Just double check how you do that. So HTML, define style. External style sheets. Link href, my style relative. So, right, okay, so it's link. The style information can get in order to appear in the head. Right, okay. So it should be appearing in the head. So it's saying link rel style sheet href. Link rel style sheet href type. So that seems to be correct as far as I can tell. Right. So, yeah. That's fine. I don't want the template, so I can actually get rid of that new line. Why is there a closing style tag there? Right. Okay, right. So what else do I need? Player container. I think we're doing alright here actually. Before we do the testing for the ref stuff, let's skip the div. Skip this div. And go straight on to getting this div in. Because we've done that. So, yeah, so that's all I need to do now, isn't it? I just need to sprintf this stuff into a working buffer. Should still figure out exactly how much size I need for this. So it contains this amount of information. So this doesn't count. Right, the final. So the new line will count, I believe. So, can I do a word count on there? Oh, what's the thing to show the amount of characters? It's not GF. G. GS is it? Just no, show status. Just Vimeo. Press G then Control G. Right, okay. So there's 240 bytes in it. Just make sure that that still looks the same. It does seem to do. So it goes down to style.css. But why am I going down to there rather than continuing on? Like, oh, it's because of the template, which I don't need anymore. Right, so so really what I want to be doing here, blimey, I should have really I should have brought the template out at first, just to make it easier. I'll just double check what is in risky player. So this is body, title, episode name. So yeah, down to the episode name is what I can actually take. And after that, I do the check for the refs. Right, so I can take all of this. How can I do this easily? Well, first of all, do that. Is that all, I wonder? Well, other than... maybe not. Sprint F. This doesn't look happy. Just because of no. Oh, it's that, right. So I don't need the template at all. I'm going to write out all of this lot and then declaim the working buffer. And after having done the working buffer declaiming, I can then move on to do the check for the ref. So let us just figure out how much space we actually need for this little bit of magic here. Okay. So that, and then so it's saying there's 351 bytes in there. So let's give myself 351 bytes. Well, I mean that might be too many actually. Because, oh no, it does need to read this in. It does need to read these in, I think. Although, no it doesn't actually. Let's see. 351. span. So it does completely write out to the span. So that seems to be okay. Let's just reduce this. I'm just going to kind of like binary search it, kind of. That's still all fitting in. That's still fitting in, isn't it? Style.css. The span. This is slightly disconcerting. Slightly disconcerting this is all fitting in. I mean, there's no guard page, is there? That's the issue. So yeah, that's just stupid, isn't it? Just leave it at 351 for now. Yeah, so that's something that we'll have to kind of actually do. We'll have to figure out how to do guard pages. Yeah, and there was also this business here of having to change that. But anyway, let's give myself another working location. So janky, this kind of little bit of code. You know, it's kind of got all the appearance of being something cool and helpful, but it's just totally not at all. Can I just count these, I wonder? Selected 3 of that many lines. Oops. So it's saying 206 bytes. So if I just give it 200 and give it 256. Oh, is that correct? Yeah, because there's no variables in there apart from HTML metadata ID. The ID. What's the ID? Ah, right. Yeah, it's the YouTube ID. Okay, so that's short enough, isn't it? So basically now I want to sprintf this stuff here. So I'm putting it into the working location. It's just all of that stuff. And then I want to loop over the working location. So working pointer is equal to working location. While there's something in the working pointer, say the value of that pointer is equal to the value of working pointer plus plus. And then we want to decline the memory. So there we go. So we're back in business. And we have got the title, which is nice. Annotate and below all episodes. So, player container. I see. So there's the title. So right, I got up to here. And I want to be doing the references. I'll do like this symbol. It's basically here, isn't it? It's like so for annotation. Yeah. If HTML reference counts, I just have to check the lib for that. So that is in the HTML annotations reference count. HTML output, annotations, HTML annotation, reference count, annotations, point to the annotations. Ah, I see. So yeah, I've got to loop over the annotations. That's slightly unfortunate because I will have to loop over them anyway. Well, hang on a second. It's if there's a reference count at all. We know that we need to write the references. Then we enter our loop. Well, just do the loop here, right? Maybe. Hmm. Yeah, if it is, then we want to just say yeah, we just want to build up our stuff and then break out of this loop, I would suggest. So basically, let's give ourselves another working location. How do I do this? Let's just copy it from this guy. And what do I need this for? This is going to be... That needs a kilobyte, does it? This one's a kilobyte per annotation. Well, let's give this guy a kilobyte then. Sprint F. Working location. Can I copy it from somewhere? Right. Yeah, we know that we need this. So if there are annotations, then we want to first of all do that, and then write that out. Well, hang on a minute. That's going to be the URL of the first one. Yeah, so this is like the head. Did that... It did get copied. So yeah, then at this point we want to say this point we want to say that the want to say while working, well, I want to say first of all working pointer and we're already on the right annotation number, so we want to say for annotation index is equal to 0. I want to loop over all the annotations, and if they've got a reference in them, then we add the reference to the thing. Now we've already looped over the annotation index to a point, haven't we? Should I just say, let's just say, well, annotation index is less than, let's use the same loop. So I don't need to restart the loop. And again, it's the same. Reference count could be 0. So really, we want to be able to loop over all the references within a given annotation. For each annotation. It's actually this, isn't it? It's marker count, reference count. So yeah, the reference count. So HTML annotations is quote references HTML annotation index. Marker counts. References. Annotation references. Yeah, annotation references I is less than reference count. Ah, is it that the references is supposed to have some information? That's possibly what it is. Yeah. Oh no. So it does like that. I think that's okay. So oh right, yeah, it's not that at all, is it? It's just it is literally just the while I is less than the reference count. Yeah, well, I was just getting a bit too ahead of myself there, I think. So for each annotation in each episode, I want to be sprintfing. I want to be sprintfing and writing out to the thing. That, basically. Just like nothing. So it's actually, yeah, it's the first thing here a string, and there should be the URL. So it's the reference, so it's a HTML annotation index, references, URL, right. Check that it likes that. It doesn't like it. Right, okay. That's fine. HTML. Undeclared first use. Right, okay. I think we're in business. So the next thing is the timestamp. Expected expression before that token. Oh. Time code. Oh, sorry, that was the timestamp, wasn't it? So this should be time code to seconds. And it should be a D. Span class and then the time, and this should be the timestamp. And then we have child's pet side, so it's the source. So this is like, oh right, damn it. If it's a book or whether it's a thing. Yeah. If there's a site, we use the site. If there's an author, then we use the author. Right. So let's just put these down here. Oh, hang on a second. I can do that in the thing. Yeah, don't. Yeah, do it with a ternary thingamajig. So time, and then it's gonna be. So what I was saying was. So if we have a site, then we use the site. What? Otherwise we use the author. And why didn't that say that there weren't enough things? I wonder. And this is going to be the title. Right. So it's going to be a colon. Right. I think that's correct. So we're going to build up all of that. And then we're going to say the working pointer is equal to the working location. Well, the working pointer's got something in it. We want to say the out pointer, the value of the out pointer plus plus is equal to the value of the working pointer plus plus. And then when all said and done, we want to come out of here and say the working location is equal to a null. And the working, claim memory minus equal to the working size. I want to compare I only to the reference count. Oh, that was 10 minutes ago. Right. Okay. Yeah. I think I did that correctly. What am I not incorrecting here? Figured it out myself. While working pointer. If annotation is what? I mean, I'm not supposed to be down here, am I? I do need to be looping within here. Well, annotation index is less than the annotation count. Yeah. For I is equal to 0, I is less than oh, I'm well, hang on a minute. Oh no. The working pointer isn't moving. Working pointer is equal to the working location. So that's infinite looping. So what the working pointer, this is incrementing. At least it will be if it ever it gets there. This should increment because we've got the plus plus I at the end. This should be incrementing because we've got the incrementing in within here, which just leaves this incrementing, which it isn't doing. Okay then. Out. Well. It's almost right. What's going on with that bracket? Span. It's with this. Yeah, it was this, wasn't it? Why did I put that there under? Like I put it in both the places for some reason. So class ref. That looks kind of correct. Let's just so after having done the references, which aren't actually correct, are they? Because they're not using the right style. And the reason they aren't using the right style is because they don't have a style to use. Do they? So I need to put this stuff, don't I? It's div class ref container. Ref type code. If I just put all this into my style.css file before the player container. So it's still not quite right. Probably because I haven't done everything I need to do. Because I need a div here for the markers. Well, oh yeah, 4. So yeah, I need to do the little header bit here. So after the refs, there's the player container and the video container. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing the closing div. Well, I'm missing that as well. What I'm missing actually, I'm missing all sorts. There's the span. There's the closing div. There's the annotator thing there. And then where's the markers? Presumably it's just that, isn't it? I guess. That's all I need now. Why do I need that? Probably need it here, I imagine. So let's see. Another sprint F. Another working location coming up. How do I do this again? So this is just, it just needs to be enough memory to write all of this stuff in. That's 276 bytes. Yeah. Yeah, a kilobyte would be fine, I think. So I need to grab the annotator. And also the all episodes thing. Let's leave out, should I leave out the all episodes for now? Because we don't technically have an actual page. I mean, I suppose I could actually make a page for them all. But that might be a bit more work than I'm prepared to do just at the moment. So the only thing I need to, so it's just filling all this stuff up. So sprint F, the working location. And I'm putting that. I'm doing norm. And then I'm going to go through each line looking for one of those guys. Wow, that's good good little finger typing exercise there. And the only thing I need to find is the annotator. Which goes here, I presume. And we find that in here maybe? Or maybe metadata. Yeah. So we just need to say while there's something in the in pointer, or rather the working pointer. We want to say the value at out.pointer is equal to out.point plus plus is equal to the value at working pointer plus plus. And they want to declaim the working memory, so the working location is equal to a null, and then the claimed memory minus equals the working size. And we didn't crash, which was kind of nice. But likewise, we didn't really get what we wanted to do. Play container, markers container. Have I just put that in the wrong place? Script view. That was where that should have been. Markers container. Div class. Episode name. Play container. So you see, we should have the refs up here. Shouldn't we? Oh, hang on, they are here. So where's the annotator? They're not there. Did I just not build that or something? What's happening here? Sprint up into the working location. While there's stuff in the working point. Oh, I haven't set the working point to the working location. That's what it is. Right. So, episode name. Player container, video container. I do feel like this is in the wrong place though for some reason. What have I done? Markers container. Oh, I am telling it to put it there, am I? Episode name. So it should be episode name, and then it's if the refs container. Episode name. Yeah. And then this should be the if. Where's the if? Right, interesting. So I've put that in the wrong place. I think that's more like what I wanted. So that's where I just pulled that stuff from. Address sanitizer, seg-v on unknown address. Deadly signal. Line 152. Just make sure that is still the line that we're talking about. Line 151. So it's this it doesn't like. I haven't sprintf'd the location. So have I got too many claiming? Yeah, I have. I guess it was this one. That was kind of interesting to see though. that it kind of worked. Like that, like the memory arena system thing sort of worked. You know, I guess it was like because I set that null and it tried to sprintf onto a null. It didn't like that. Let's just try that. Yeah, interesting. So that's kind of nice to see that that worked as I expected, actually. Still not right. Ref container. And I'm missing stuff there. What am I not doing right here? Did I mean to type working no, I probably didn't actually. No. Thanks very much. No, I didn't. So here we have in the demo player, we've got the style head, body, and the opposite. Did I mean to... Ah. Well, yeah, I probably did actually, didn't I? I probably did mean to type an asterisk. I set the pointer to null and then call sprinter on it without the star, which doesn't seem right. I don't know why you're changing it again in between now. Yeah, I mean, basically what I'm trying to do, what the thinking behind this is, so let's just find an instance of this happening. So, right, it happens in this in this area here. So basically, the what I'm thinking is that when I do this, I want to be setting the working location to start at a point in the memory arena that is. So that's why it crashed. It was crashing. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I think so. I think so anyway. But yeah, the thinking is that So working location here will it'll set the working location to start in the memory arena at a point that is not claimed. It's free to, it's available to use. I give it a size, and then that size is what the working location is like reserved for it. I say reserved because anyone can romp over it if they want, I suppose. But I have to kind of keep track of it. And then I do the stuff. So I'm writing into the. Well, I'm sprintfing into the working location, then writing out of the working location into the out. So I do the stuff, and then the idea here is that the idea was that I set the. I think the idea was I set the first value in the working so I set the start of the working location to be a null. And then I decrease the claimed memory by that size, so that then somebody else can come along and use that that portion of memory if they want. But I guess that I'm not doing that at all correctly. Like, this is probably doing essentially nothing. You know, I guess now you've got me wondering. This is probably just setting working location to be at the null pointer. Perhaps. Currently that assignment is useless though, since you don't use it before assigning it again. Right, yeah. And I never use it before assigning it again. So maybe this whole kind of null stuff is completely useless. Full stop. And the only thing I really need to do is to reduce the claim memory. Not sure why I thought I needed to do the null actually. Maybe I was thinking that in setting the null, you give the stuff before it something to actually kind of be null terminated by. Could that make sense? I mean, yeah, maybe that doesn't even make sense actually. I suppose my thinking was that it would be a bit of a guard page, but it's not really doing that at all, is it? I don't think. Let us see if I can get this this thing looking reasonable though. Risky player. So you've got the title, there's a name, rest container, span, mouse capture, refs, and then the refs. I suppose, strictly speaking, I should actually look at the output of this, the output of this, because this has been generated. Okay, just make this full size for this for a minute. So he's doing, Asaf is doing the style inline. Script. So HTML head meta script. Oh, there's no title, is there? It's kind of funny. I guess I'd have to pull that from somewhere actually. Like the kind of like what Insobot does basically, just pull it from the pages, the project's page. So script, so I'm linking the style, and the style is linking correctly. We could check the style actually, that could be a problem. But after the style comes the HTML. There's the head, it finishes, and here's the body. It's the body class title, span class episode name, yep, div class ref container, span references span, div mouse capture, div class refs, and then we've got the A thing, div. Ah, hang on a minute. He is enclosing these with the... So that was correct after all. Ref container. So so I should be, so it's timecode close, and then one of these. Yeah, then that between there, okay. Surely that can't have made too much difference. Right, it's probably, yeah, it's that number there. Annotated middle has gone in here. Right, so I'm evidently not closing the ref tag properly. That's all it is, probably. So the rest container goes down like that. There's an A out here for some reason. A, div span, div span. So I'll put the player container in the wrong place. That's all it is. I've got too many player containers. This one's correct. This one up here is correct. This one down here isn't complete. So I need to figure out where the hell that is. And also I need to actually pull this out of the... Oh no, I'm looking at the out, aren't I? So a player container so it should be player container down here. It shouldn't be up here. If I remember that right. Let me just pop some music on. No limbo in the list. Wow. So we're saying we don't want this. We don't want it there anyway. We want it down here. So the annotator comes first. See if that builds. No, of course it doesn't. Okay, that's looking a bit more reasonable. Not 100% correct, but it's not far off. Suggested that the demo doesn't actually do this resizing anymore. So, yeah. Now what am I missing? got span a div, and we've got a span. Let's just check that this span closes twice. Does. Then there is the A thing here, and there's a closing div, an opening div on the player container, opening on the video container, video ID. I suppose iframe ID, frame border. Maybe the script fills that bit in. I guess it does. Markers container. I guess that fills a bunch of that in. And then marker. Oh, data ref. Data ref. Is that the problem, I wonder? Data ref 2. It's interesting. Data ref 1. So yeah, I guess this is just the ref thing all on one line. Hang on a minute. That's the markers container. But it kind of smells to me like I just haven't got the style in completely. Could that be all it is? Apart from obviously the ref ID thing. Because the thing about the ref ID, that will make references light up. But it can't light up because it doesn't have the information. So what I'm talking about is when you go onto this thing, it lights up references, and this ties in with that thing over there. Likewise, that. Oh, this is a SAS page. I was gonna say I just watched. I just saw that fill in, and I was like, well, shouldn't that already be filled in? Shouldn't that shouldn't have to be generated? And I was like, yes. It is being generated because it's the JavaScript one. So what was I thinking I'm missing out on? Well, obviously the ref ID part of it. On the ref ID and the style, wasn't it? I was thinking I was missing some style. So let's see what Safa's got. Actually, it's just here. I suppose I could just take the whole style, actually. Let's just say this away for a sec. And then is it still open? Yeah. So if I just delete all of that and then copy the entire style. That's 195 lines. And that's 183, so I was missing some style. There we go. So this is me. This is my player. So before we do the refs, let's see. Oh, I'm missing. I've lost the span of those guys. Let's just get that again. I think I changed all this lot, didn't I? I think. Well, I changed the width, didn't I? Okay, so that's got that back. So, yeah, let's just see if I can figure out what's going on with these guys. So this is the ref. Let's bring in the first one. It's filling in Wikipedia. So Wikipedia should have a page. Oh, hang on a minute. That's why. If there's a page, we go with the page. If not, we go with the title. Right, yeah, cool. So let's see now about the ref ID, isn't it? Refs container. Class ref. Sorry, data ref is what it's called. So, yeah. Data ref, does this just increment? Whenever you see a ref. Am I even doing anything with the refs at the moment? got a feeling I'm not actually. Like, this isn't doing anything at all. So yeah, I need to kind of do some similar code to what I've done with the converter. New player. So this is for each annotation. For each annotation, right. So the only difference here is that if there's a reference, then we add the data ref, isn't it? After the timestamp, after the first instance of the timestamp. Difficult marker, timestamp. Content, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so basically I just need to put data ref 0 here if it's a reference. If there's a reference, that's kind of cool. So for each, well, but we also need to do it for each reference, I'd suggest. How long is this for loop? That's just down to there, right. Yeah, like I say, it's like if there's a ref, then we want to loop over the refs on that annotation. Ref counts. So it's like total refs, or ref index maybe. But we already have a ref index, don't we? If there's a reference count, then for each reference count, we output that header. So if it's a reference, we output that header. Else we output the other one, and then output the rest of the stuff. What? Why is that going over there? Where's my... There we go. So it's that same if, isn't it? So it's if there's a reference count. Oops. you want to sprintf the data timestamp and then something else? Well, I mean, yeah, let's do the whole line. It's pretty unfortunate that I'm going to be declaiming memory. Although, will I need to bother? I wonder. It's possible I won't. Why is that not indenting? Oh God. Ah, I see. Say if there's a reference count. So for each annotation, let's first of all say int reference reference counter, let's say. I know it's a bit similar. Expected that. Right. Where's the counter? The counter's up here. So we want to output the counter as well, and then increment the counter. So it was gonna be reference counter, and you're supposed to output data dash ref equals. And it's going to be an int. You could have another buffer which you sprintf data ref into multiple times and then sprintf that buffer into the current one with that. Could I have another sprintf data ref? Interesting. Let's counter. Sprintf. Let's get this whirl. Let's see what happens. Might crash and burn, but it's possible it won't. Well, let's just have a look. So yeah. Wow. So I was using the right annotation index. If there's a reference count, then we want to do this kind of thing. Ah, right, so I just completely busted that. Whoops. Data timestamp. Let's just check a SAFS thing. So we've done the markers container, right? Which is that, and presumably this is filled in automatically for us. So all we're doing is we're just doing the div class marker, right? Div class marker. Data timestamp. I'm not surrounding data timestamp with quote marks, and then data ref. Closing that, and then we open this guy up with the div class content. So let's just enclose that in quote marks. It might not make a difference. Oh, sorry. So I'm doing the three things. Yeah, right. Working location. I'm romping over the same memory, aren't I? So yeah, I probably would want a separate thing, as you're saying. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm not actually writing it out. That's the problem. I need to actually write the damn stuff into the file. So I see what you're saying now. It's like, to save me having to write it out separately. I'll just see if this works. And then I want to put the working location. Well, I mean, the working location hasn't moved, right? Well, it's not far off. I mean, oh, there we go, it's loaded. So, the moment of truth. So we've got all these guys in. Recommend code by Charles Petzold. Will references light up? It doesn't. Consult Wikipedia. So let's just take a look at the code that I've generated. I mean, I'm sure I've missed something out here. So, right, it's a time code. Recommend code by Charles Petzold. So yeah, data ref. So the data ref has been inserted there, which is what I want. So it does seem to have worked actually, doesn't it? And then this does seem to be outputting the right stuff. I suppose my question is like, how does it link up with the actual references? Class ref. So this is a SAFS player now. So he's saying persuaded. Class ref. Spell class ref source. Ref title. Mouse capture. So Charles Petzold. Ref content. Let's just have a closer look at how these guys compare. What's happening there? Got mouse catcher, refs. href, target blank, class ref. Got span, data timestamp 61, class time code. They've got the open parenthesis, span class time 101, span close brackets, close span. Span class ref content. Div class source Charles Petzold, close div. Div class ref title, and then just close div, is it? Yeah. Then close span, close A. So that's for each ref, so I do seem to be doing that correctly. Then we come down here. to the annotator container, annotator Miblo. We're missing that out, but that doesn't matter. I don't think, anyway. Close div. Div open player container. Div class video container, data video ID, and then this automatically inserted stuff, I presume. Yeah, I think that's automatically inserted. And then we have div class markers container, and then the style height inserted. Div class marker, data timestamp, data ref 0. So I haven't done that. Data ref 0. Set the stage for the day. Why haven't I done that, I wonder? Data ref 1. It seems like as you get older. Oh, this is a quote now. So I think what's just happening here, recommend code by Charles Petzold, yeah, so he's like the third guy in. I think what's happening here is I'm not counting the references correctly. Just to verify that, very stupidly, let us just hard code this. Data ref is equal to 0. Data ref is equal to 1, and then this guy was 2. Right. So this is my code. This is my player. So that hasn't done it either. I wonder if it's possible that I don't have the correct and most recent player.js. Yeah, still doesn't like it. Well, I mean, I'm a bit stumped here. I think had I looked through it enough? Let me just pause me out for a sec. Well, let me refresh it. Because I determined that data ref wasn't being counted correctly. Data timestamp 61. It's not the easiest of things to read actually. Well, it's kind of all like that. Charles Petzold. Progress faded. Progress main. So yeah, it's only the first instance of the. It's only the first instance of the marker that you actually have to put the data ref. What time is it? It's now 20 past 2. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it a day. It's pretty late. And try and finish this off tomorrow. Because I can't really see. I can't see anything springing out at me. class 0, data ref, div class marker. Oh, hang on a second. What's the more style down at the bottom? I'll tell you what, actually, it's this, isn't it? This is, oh no. Risky player. Oh, mind you, no, it's after that the player.js is up to date. Node, get node. Parse annotation. That's the point, actually. The reason that I'm not counting it correctly is that Asaf is correctly counting up both the refs and the quotes, as I suggested that we could potentially do. So it's if it's a reference count, or it is a quote count, or it contains a quote, basically. So I think that should be pretty trivial to do, actually. Let's just call it a data ref. So it's if the reference count, or HTML annotations, annotation index. Is it just is quote? Yeah. See? Perfect. So it seems like as you get older, recommend child's pet sold. So set the stage for the day. That's still, oh, hang on a minute. We're just missing the first one, aren't we? Why am I missing the first one? So there we are. I'm setting his annotation index to be equal to 0. If annotation is 0 has a reference count or is a quote, an annotation 0 should have a reference count. Right? Because if I look at risky 12, oh, no it doesn't. Set the stage where they're looking at two's complement. So okay, fine. So it's just a quote. So I wonder what Saf's gone up to. Unless the first one has to have ref count 0. Could that be correct? I think we'll have to consult a Saf on this. What was it? Data ref. The hidden language of computer hardware. So set the stage of the day. Looking at 2's complement sound extension. Yeah, interesting. Just have a look at what his player actually looks like. Is that his? Yeah. So, code. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, just need to figure out how to tie these guys together. Yeah, and then we'll be singing really. But I mean, this is so gorgeous. I think, like, I'm kind of wrapping up here, but I was kind of imagining that the refs, like, because like the current annotation player has like the references and quotes below the player. Like if we just go to the episode guide, so like the most recent day, are there any references? So yeah, there are quotes and resources, right? And this all looks totally hideous because it's all over the place without wanting to wanting to sound awful about the player. So I was just kind of thinking in terms of having like a little section below, maybe kind of a section that had like tabs, and there's like a quotes tab and a resources tab, or maybe there was like a quotes and resources tab, and it'd have the quotes on the left, resources on the right, and then there'd be another tab that was like for the forum, because we need to have a forum under here as well. But that's not going to be to do with me. It's not going to be like annotation system specific. I don't think anyway. I think that's going to be to do. We're going to use the. We're going to leverage the actual site's forums for that. But it'd be nice if we could roll it into the system so that people on their own site, when they use the annotation system, if they want to, they could have like a forum underneath as well. But I was thinking in terms of like having all the stuff like down there. But the way that Asaf's got it, like with the thing above here, this is actually mine, but you know, with the references up here, just in like a nice little thing. I just think that's gorgeous. It's just tucked away nicely. Then if we can do the quotes in a similar way, that'd be cool too. And I mean, frankly, since I've just done the references, it probably isn't much more work to actually do with the quotes. Just like beside it. And then the entirety of the underneath. I mean, Asaf will probably have an awesome idea for how to do the category filtering stuff. But the way I was thinking of that was just going to be like underneath the player, there'd just be a whole row of like kind of a row of the categories that are in this particular video, and you could just like tick the ones that you want to see. So that would just be like a long thing. Maybe there'd be a search functionality as well that would actually search the project annotations. I don't think there's any need to have a search within here. I don't think, because you can use your browser's thing to search for that. I think, yeah, you can just do that if you want. So I don't think there's any value in. I don't think there's any value in you actually in having a search that just searches in these. A search that we've coded. But it could be cool to have like a search for the network-wide thing, and that those results would appear underneath as well. Yeah. Oh, and also, I was kind of thinking it'd be cool if the references thing could be pulled up by pressing R. So similar to how we've got these keys here. Oh, actually, how easy would that be to do, I wonder? Yeah, I can't see anything obvious in there. Maybe it's just a CSS thing. It's just a CSS on hover. Yeah, I guess that's what that is. Unless, what's this? Mouse, click, move, leave, progress. Yeah. Don't know. But yeah, I mean, maybe if we have, like, R could pull up the references thing. And Q could be, like, for the quotes. So you can just be sitting there, like, navigating through these guys, and then you can, like, that's interesting. Oh yeah, of course, because I'm going over that thing. You know, you can be searching through there, hit R and it pulls up that, press R again and it closes it, hit Q and it opens up the quotes, you know, all that crazy stuff. Yeah, but anyway, that's all for today. Yeah, definitely. Plus the staff. And again, like, plus into Faraz for, like, again, like, just making all this stuff that easy. Because, like, I barely have to really think about getting any of this stuff out, because it's just done for me, you know. What did I have to do today? Annotate. I think I pulled that out. The references, of course. Yeah, just this stuff. So yeah, you know, it just makes it just dead pleasant to deal with, really. But yeah, that is all. Definitely for now. That is all. How long have we done? We've done 3 hours 20 almost. We've got 524 frames, which isn't too bad. And we've almost drunk an entire glass of water. We have drunk an entire glass of water. So until next time, I will love you and leave you. Have a fantastic night's sleep, everyone. And yeah, until tomorrow, farewell for now.